Hey guys, welcome. That was hot chocolate because I'm 7 years old. Hope everyone had a great Christmas. I'm posting this the day after Christmas or maybe 2 days after Christmas. Not exactly sure when. We'll see how the edit goes. I had a pretty chill Christmas. I pretty much spent it alone. Spent it drawing. Portfolio crunch is well underway. I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff together for my portfolio, and I pretty much just drew all day yesterday. It got to the point yesterday where I started thinking to myself, maybe I just suck at drawing. I got nothing good together. I was trying to do some colored portraits. I borrowed a bunch of colored pencils from my friend, and I just couldn't get anything together. It was just awful, super demoralizing. And I'm sure if you're an artist out there, you've had one of those days as well. Anytime I have one of those days, I try to just take a step back, go into my Instagram, and look at some of the cool work that I see other artists post, and just try to get some inspiration there. And today, I want to show you guys literally 4 of the greatest artists that I follow on Instagram, show their work to you guys. Maybe you guys follow them, maybe you don't. If you don't, give them a follow. They definitely don't need my publicity to make themselves bigger. All of these people are better than I am, more successful than I am. I just wanted to talk about some cool art. And the last artist I'll be showing on this list is one that I've been following for the longest. And if you look at my work compared to his, you'll see where I get most of my inspiration from. It's from his work a lot of times. First up, I have Sam Sprat. Now, Sam, if you don't know who he is, I'm sure you've seen a lot of his work. He's a pretty awesome digital illustrator and digital painter. He's done a lot of album covers, more specifically a lot of Logic's album covers, and you just see he has such a mastery of color and color theory. That is definitely the part of art where I am the weakest. I just suck at color and color theory, and I'm just trying to get better. So I always end up finding myself in Sam's IG, just looking at his artwork. And there's a new series he did, I think last year or 2 years ago. And just look at the color blending, the color play, the detail he gets in these characters. And he is super comfortable using big, bold, bright colors like this, like the red and the greens. Then down here, he will do some pretty awesome realistic skin tones and pretty awesome highlights and shadows. And he just has such a big understanding of mixing colors. He did the Kid Cudi's Man on the Moon Part 3 album cover. Say what you want about the album, but the cover is incredible. And just the level of detail he gets into is pretty mind-blowing and pretty jaw-dropping. And a lot of times with a lot of artists on Instagram, you scroll all the way down in their page and you can kind of see, a couple years ago, they were not bad. They were, you could see the evolution in their art. No, Sam has just always been insane and incredible. Portrait of Hillary Clinton. Again, incredible detail. Very painterly style, even in a lot of his digital works. And it's to the point where you can't tell if this is digital painted or actual physically painted. Because sometimes he will post stuff that he does physical paintings, but a lot of his work, come on, this is, when was this? This was 8 years ago, still incredible. I mean, he's always been really good. And I'm always excited to see what he does next. Recently, a lot of his feed has been a lot of oranges and teals and all that stuff, and he's been doing a bunch of these paintings and selling them. Again, just insane, way better than I could ever be. So that is Sam Sprat. Be sure to give him a follow. Up next, I have TreeTriSheba. This guy is what I would call a master of line work. I'm from a graphic design background, so line work, I have a big fondness for line work. I don't see a lot of drawers, especially on Instagram, focus on this. And Tri is pretty much a specialist. He specializes in line drawings. If you look at the dollar and the president's faces on the dollar, very similar kind of shading. And the amount of patience this guy needs must be off the charts. And the way he's able to express volume and value, more importantly, just with lines. If you zoom in here, it's all just with lines. Pretty insane stuff. And a lot of his drawings just end up being pretty wild, which is pretty awesome. He recently started painting, and his paintings obviously follow the same style that he always does. He is just a master of what he does. And to be good at this kind of line work and line drawings, you have to be really good at just regular shading and just regular gradient shading. That's the only way you get to this level. Look, he's doing regular shading, and not surprisingly, it's insane and incredible. Dude, like what? What? Huh? Are we being serious? Look at the detail. And every line is so meticulously placed. You see like videos of him actually doing the work, and look at how he just takes his time. I mean, these must take him forever. Forever. I think I tried doing this once on my own free time, and I couldn't. I felt like I was just going insane, so I just stopped. And again, he's one of those artists where like you just keep scrolling down and you see incredible work after incredible work, and it just seems like there was never a time in his life where he was bad at what he did. So again, pretty inspiring, but also a little demoralizing. Now, this next guy, Justin, I've been following for quite a bit. The guy, Try with the line drawings. I understand what he's doing. He's doing line drawings. Sam, I understand what he's doing. He's painting. This guy, he's a sculptor. I'm a sculptor. I should understand what he's doing, but for the life of me, I just can't. I have no idea what this guy does. I have no idea how he does what he does. I mean, I'm just gonna play one of his things and just try and understand. I mean, what? What? What is going on? It just keeps going. The autofocus, the blink, it's blinking. Insane. He does, again, he's a sculptor, but he does a lot of these like animated claymation type things, and I've dabbled in claymation before a little bit and sculpting time lapses, but I don't understand how he makes it look so smooth. I don't understand, like that literally makes no sense to me. This must take him like ages, and it must take him weeks and weeks, and the level of patience he must have is just mind-blowing. I mean, when he makes, like, it's so smooth, the transitions are so smooth. I don't know what's going on. It's blinking and the eye is moving. I mean, yes, his sculptures are just like a work of art in and of itself. Like you see something like this and you're like, wow, that's pretty amazing, right? I understand how he did that. I'm sure given enough time, I could do something like that. But his real artwork is these videos that he does. And it's like a 5-10 second video. I mean, the autofocus, I don't know how he does that. I have no idea. Like it just keeps going. I mean, he has a setup right there, which I understand. But it must take him forever. I mean, to do like a 5-second video, it must take him like months and months and months. It has to. He must take so many photos for these time lapses. It's kind of mind-blowing. But that is Justin. Again, what a genius. I mean, really. All right, this next guy I've been following for the longest time, since I was like early in college. And again, he's another specialist in this field. This guy is essentially the king of marble sculpting and probably the biggest sculptor in Italy right now, and that is Jago. I'm sure you've seen some of his work, but it's just always mind-blowing how this is marble, and you look at what marble sculptures were like 400, 500 years ago, and this guy really has leveled up the game. With the tools that we use today, you're just able to do a lot more, and he's taking full advantage of it. I mean, look at that. That's crazy. Marble is such a soft stone. It's a little bit harder than like limestone and soapstone. I don't know about limestone, but I know it's harder than soapstone for sure. But it's not supposed to do that. Like that's not supposed to happen. If you see like old David, like the old David sculpture, he's doing a female David, and the old David had like a tree on its back leg, and you know, a lot of marble sculptures have to have like that steady base, otherwise the rock just doesn't age well. But like some of the stuff he makes is like, that should not be possible with marble. And the word of the day for Jago's work especially is detail. Everything is so hyper detailed, thanks to a lot of the newer Dremel tools and a lot of the other weird funky shit that he does. He's able to get just an insane amount of detail that just wasn't possible a long time ago with a lot of marble sculptures. So his work ends up having such a classical look to it, but also not, because a lot of this just wasn't possible back then. It's insane. I mean, he does a lot of like remakes of old sculptures. So there's the Pieta over there, and then like I said, he's doing a David again. And look at the level of detail right there. That is crazy. All these lines were done by hand, and they were done by him. There was a hand sculpture he made where he like carved out the individual like fingerprints of the hand, which is just nuts and mind-blowing. This sculpture really like put him on the map, especially on social media. This was the Pope. Again, I don't even know how he does that. That's crazy. Like, look at the detail in the hair, the skin texture. Really adds a different level of dimension to the piece. One cool thing about Jago is if you scroll all the way down to his earlier work, you do see a lot of progression. I mean, this guy has really leveled up his game, especially in the last like 4 or 5 years. Like, what? That's crazy. And in the sculpting world, marble has always been like the pinnacle of material. If you're good with marble, then you've kind of made it. All the great artists and sculptors in the past have worked with marble, and it really is like a threshold or a barrier that you have to breach as a sculptor, as an artist. And right now, in this day and age, no one is more prolific than Jago. And he's definitely the artist that I take the most inspiration from. I've never worked with marble. It's just too expensive. I can't afford it. But I would definitely want to someday. And jeez, like literally poor level detail. That is crazy. That's rock. Incredible. Oh, this was the fingerprint one that I was talking about. Again, just the amount of patience this needs is ridiculous. But yeah, these are essentially 4 artists that I always find myself checking out their profiles, looking at their work. Anytime I need to get inspired and essentially feel inferior, I do that. I hope you guys enjoyed. There's obviously a lot more artists that I want to shed light on. Not that these people, again, need any of my publicity. They have much bigger followings and are better than I am in every single way. But I just want to shed some light on them. Maybe you haven't heard of them or haven't seen their work before, and now you have. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And again, hope you guys had a great Christmas. New Year's is coming up. Put down your resolutions in the comments below. If you follow some artists that I did not show today and you want to share them, put them in the comments below. Again, I'm always looking for some inspiration. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, please. We're trying to get monetized on this channel. So share this video to your friends, your enemies, literally anybody. Hit the bell so you're notified every single time I post a video so you never miss one. And as always, have a great day. Bye.